Guys, what the heck, man? What the heck, man? I'm over here minding my business, and Dana White hops on live and he announces one, two, three, four, five, six, seven fights. Okay? He just hopped on live and he announced 7 fights, and I'm gonna give you my immediate reaction, and I'm also gonna tell you what the 7 fights are. These are ridiculous. Some of them piss me off. Some of them make me very excited. Some of them make me want to move to Miami. But let's go ahead. This is, you see Dana White's big pink head on IG. You know you're in for some treats. The first treat is that we have a Leon Edwards fight cancellation. Just kidding. It's not a fight cancellation, but he was supposed to fight Jack Della Maddalena in London. Instead, it got replaced. Now he's fighting Sean Brady. I'll always be a hater. He didn't get the next title shot. I love it. Drop him down. Let him fight somebody else.
Don't make him bully you, Leon.
This is where you prove yourself, Leon. Okay? Oh, I think I only have about 1 or 2 fights left in the UFC. I want big money fights. Here's your money fight, big guy. Here's your money fight, big guy. So I'm cool with this. I feel like Sean Brady is deserving of a title shot after he wins. I mean, it's unfortunate that he lost to Belal Muhammad, but I feel like if he wins a couple more, he's a guy I would not mind seeing fight for the title. Leon Edwards, I'm the biggest hater. He ran away from Belal for a long time, so I'm kind of cool with this. This is like literally the least exciting fight that was announced. Let me go to the next fight that was announced. UFC 312 in Miami. We got Volk versus Lopez. And now, okay. Now, I've been seeing a bunch of other fights that were like rumored. I saw Lopez versus Topuria. I saw Topuria versus Volk. You can't trust it until you hear it from the pink man himself, Dana White. And so here is the official fight. The official fight is Lopez versus Volkanovski. But the thing that pisses me off is that it's for the vacant featherweight title. Because Ilia Topuria vacated the title. Now, when Dana White said this on camera, you could see like the joy leave his face. It was like he was saying, it was like he lost somebody in his family. And I mean, me too, because Ilia Topuria had the potential to become the greatest featherweight champion of all time. Y'all ever think about that? If Topuria beats Volk in a rematch, and if Topuria beats Diego Lopez, and if Topuria beats, who's the other guy? Evloev? Who's to say he's not the greatest featherweight of all time? He could do that. He could do that in 1 year. He could fight 3 guys in 1 year. Bada bing, bada boom. Now you're the go-to featherweight. But no, he's got to move up to lightweight. They said that fight is it's getting worked on. I don't know. It's getting worked on. Whatever. What do I got to do to get the champion to fight the number 1 contender? What do I have? What more do you want from me? Oh. But I don't hate this fight. I just hate that Ilya's not in this fight. That's my stance on it. I feel like Volk is going to beat Diego Lopez. I think Diego Lopez he's super exciting. I love watching him fight, but I think he's a little bit overrated. Hard to say that when he just beat the absolute piss, snot, and poop out of Brian Ortega. But I think Volk schools him. I love this for Volk. I mean, he's going to get to become a 2-time featherweight champ, but then he's always going to have that haunting in the back of his head like, oh, I got knocked to smithereens by Ilia Topuria, who's now up at lightweight. And I don't know, man. But the next fight for Miami, man, I want to move to Miami. I might literally hopefully this video makes enough money so that I can buy a plane ticket for me and my wife and we could go to Miami for UFC 312. That would be the best day of my life. Because Miami is my favorite city in America. These are some crazy fights. As long as when these flights stop falling out of the sky, goodness gracious. We're covering every flight, every plane I get on. I'm covering it in the blood of Jesus from now on. Goodness gracious. But hey, let me talk about this fight. Paddy Pimblett versus Michael Chandler. I think this is perfect. This is perfect for both of them. This is perfect. I don't know where they're ranked. Let me see. Where are they ranked at? Where are they ranked? Duh. Okay, here we go. Duh. Okay. What am I looking for? Am I in the wrong? Thank you. Michael Chandler is number 7. Paddy Pimblett is number 12. What do you guys think? I feel like Michael Chandler has what it takes to win. He's stronger. He's more explosive. He has more experience. He has the knockout power. He has the knockout ability. Dude, he's been right there. He's been right there with Charles Oliveira. He's been right there with Justin Gaethje. He's been, I don't know if he was right there with Dustin Poirier, but like, he's been close. And I feel like he could actually beat Paddy Pimblett. He's an up-and-comer, and we know we're just in a season right now of life where the up-and-comers are beating the OGs. The unks are getting stuffed in the trunks. And the young guys are, the YNs are running the game. And Paddy Pimblett is a YN.
Huh?
Actually, no, I'm not even going to give him that, bro. He's just young. He's just a young up-and-comer. I feel like he'll probably beat Michael Chandler just because Michael Chandler has the luck of, you know, Dumb and Dumber, Ed, and Eddie fight style. This is definitely going to be an exciting fight. I don't see how this is going to be a boring fight at all. The lead up to this is going to be awesome. Oh my gosh, the trash talk is going to be great. You know, you got the guy who's downing cheeseburgers, and you have the guy who's probably on the carnivore diet and can't wait to tell you about it. This is going to be a good fight. And as if Miami couldn't get any better, bruh, he announced Yair Rodriguez versus Patricio Pitbull. Now, guys, I'm not going to pretend like I watch Bellator, but I do know Patricio Pitbull is a dog. I do know that he's kind of like the Ilia Topuria of Bellator. Ilia, what would you say? Would you say he's like the Ilia? Would you say he's like the Belal Muhammad? Nah, he's not the Belal Muhammad. What would you say? All you hardcore guys who actually watch Bellator and you're faithful, I don't know how you, bro, how do you watch Bellator and UFC and PFL? Are there people who actually do that? Guys, are there people, do you have a full-time job? You watch Bellator, PFL, and UFC? And boxing? There's no way you have a full-time job because that's a full-time job. Anyways, let me stay on point. Let me stay on topic. Patricio Pitbull versus Yair Rodriguez. I feel like this is really cool. Yair is not in any boring fights. Patricio Pitbull, he's going to have that allure of, okay, who is, I know y'all thinking, did he just say allure or is it allure? It's allure, okay? Patricio Pitbull, there's that allure of how good is this guy? Does Bellator measure up to the top ranked guys in the UFC? He's a champion in this division. Can he beat the former interim champion in the UFC? I think that'll be cool. I'm excited to see that. Again, a reason why I want to go to Miami. Now, in this part of the video, Dana White started talking about his least favorite champion in the UFC, and that is Belal Muhammad. So who's Belal Muhammad fighting? Now, Shakravmov.
Huh?
Can you tell I'm dehydrated, guys? Shak Ramanov,
Huh?
Rashnak Makhshanov,
Huh?
Shavkat Rakhmanov, sorry, a little dehydrated, is injured. And so he's not going to be able to fight Belal Muhammad. So now Belal Muhammad is fighting Jack Della Maddalena. I don't think I've ever talked about Jack Della Maddalena on this channel. His name is so annoying to me. I saw him fight Hafez. Jack Della Maddalena. John Anik saying Jack Della Maddalena was stuck in my head for literally the next, like I'd wake up and I'd just hear him saying Jack Della Maddalena and I would just repeat it to myself. And this is completely irrelevant to the fight. I know, guys. I just had to get this out. And you know what? I'm probably not even going to edit this video. This is going to be a legitimate rant. This fight is going to be a boxing match in the UFC. I hope it's a boxing match. You got Canelo versus a guy who looks like Canelo. You got a guy who claims he's Canelo versus a guy who looks like Canelo. I love a good boxing match. Emmett versus Topuria, like that was an example of like a good boxing match. Just like clean, sharp footwork, cutting angles, bro. Like getting in the phone booth, hooks and uppercuts, bro. Uppercuts. Anyways, I like this. Shavkat and Jack Della Maddalena were close to being equally qualified to fight for the belt. And anytime you post anything about who's next, you're going to get 100 Australians in the comments talking about it should be Maddalena. Jack Della, mate. Jack Della, mate. He's the most deserving, mate. And so I think this is cool. This will not shut up all the Australians. Not that y'all need to shut up. Y'all are chill. Y'all are really chill. Y'all are really chill. But I like this fight. How do y'all like this fight? Next, let me move on, bro. You got this fight. If you have bad vision, you probably don't know the difference. I should have put these two in my doppelganger video. So you got Valentina Shevchenko fighting Manon Fiorot. I know I messed that up. For the women's flyweight. That's good. Okay, maybe that's an example. We get the #1 contender versus the champion. Cool. Here you go, Flying Squirrel. You get the #1 contender versus a champion. Only thing is, it's a women's fight.
Hey, bro, come on now,
Okay,
dog.
I'll take it. I'll take it. It should be good. It should be good. Next, I'm Valentina Shevchenko. Here's the thing about Valentina Shevchenko and Amanda Nunes. Every time they have fought, and I've had the fight on in my house, and I'm trying to get my wife to get into UFC with me, I start hyping up these women. I'm like, babe, Shevchenko, she's probably the greatest women's fighter of all time. Look at this chick. Look at this chick, babe. She's from Russia. She's a kickboxer, Muay Thai fighter. She trains in Peru. She's a dog. She's literally the best ever. You know what day that was when I was hyping up Shevchenko to my wife? Guess what fight it was when I was hyping up how good Shevchenko was to my wife? Yup, it's the Grasso fight where she got choked out. Yup. And the same exact thing happened when Amanda Nunes was fighting. I was telling my wife, babe, you have no idea. This woman is like Thanos. If Thanos was a woman, this Amanda Nunes is the greatest women's fighter, maybe even compared to the men, she's like top 5. I was hyping up Amanda Nunes. Guess what fight it was? Guess. You already know, dude. You already know. It was when Juliana Pena beat her. So this one, I'm not making any predictions, dude. We're just gonna watch these two women. You know, if I start saying how good Shevchenko is, she's gonna lose. So let's move on to, dude, this is my favorite fighter. Still, we need to get the petition going to get me an interview with this guy, or I just literally need to reach out once. But Michael Morales, my twin, mi primo, versus Gilbert Durinho, another young up-and-comer versus the old head. Pack it up. Pack it up, Unc. I am afraid that Gilbert Burns is going to get sent to the Shadow Realm by the future champ. I made a video about this earlier. He's getting sent to the Shadow Realm. Yo quiero decir lo siento. I think I said that right. Lo siento. Gilbert Burns, lo siento. Pack your bags. I don't know how to say that in Spanish. Pack your bags. Get some ice packs ready in advance. It's going to be a long night for him. Last fight that we'll talk about, and this is, Natalia Silva is probably my favorite female fighter. I love her striking style. I love the like very like dynamic, a lot of spinning kicks, a lot of high flying kicks. Like this is how you should fight. If you come in the UFC and you want to make a name for yourself, you got to fight like this. Now she has a really tough hurdle in front of her, but I feel like this will be the perfect way to prove. This is where you prove yourself. This is where you prove yourself, Natalia. So these are all the fights that Dana White just announced. I'm very excited about them. What do you guys think? I just wanted to get this video out real quick, so I'm probably not even going to edit this, bro. You're just going to get the raw. This is me with no makeup. Oh, that's weird. But yeah, if you're still listening up to this point, appreciate it. Like and subscribe if you like and want to subscribe. I'm going to make a new video probably in a couple days, and I'll see y'all later.